Hello everyone. Are you getting ready for your WAEC, NECO or JAMB exams in government? Well, you've come to exactly the right place. We're about to lay the groundwork that's going to help you nail that A1. Hey, I'm Hamed, your government teacher here at Exam KP, and I'm going to be your guide today. So, here's the plan. We're going to tackle two really important things. First up, we'll unpack the four most critical concepts in government, and then right away, we'll put that knowledge into action by walking through some real past questions from WAEC, JAMB, and NECO. Ready? Let's dive in. Okay, so let's talk about these four big ideas: power, authority, legitimacy, and sovereignty. Honestly, these are the absolute foundation, the bedrock of political science. You can kind of think of them as the basic language of government. And trust me, the examiners love to ask about the differences between them. So if you're aiming for that top grade, getting a solid grip on these is, well, it's not negotiable. Alright, first up is power. What is it really? In the simplest way I can put it, power is just raw ability. It's being able to make someone do something even if they don't want to. The key word to remember here is compulsion. Using force or the threat of sanctions to get your way. Okay, but then what makes authority different? This is where it gets interesting. Authority isn't just raw power, no. It's power that people accept as being right and proper. You could say it's power plus acceptance. And the really crucial part is that it's based on a legally recognized right to command. So people obey not because they are forced, but because they actually believe they should. And here's a perfect example that makes the difference crystal clear. Imagine an armed robber points a gun at you. Do they have power? Oh, for sure, you are probably going to do exactly what they say. But do they have the right to tell you what to do? Absolutely not. They have no authority. Now, think about a police officer directing traffic. They also have power, but their power comes from the law. We accept their right to command us because it's for the good of everyone. See the difference? One is just illegal force. The other is legal right. So that leads to a great question. Where does this rightfulness of authority actually come from? Well, the answer is legitimacy. Legitimacy is simply the belief, the popular acceptance that a government's authority is right and proper. And how do governments earn this? They earn it through things we all care about, like free and fair elections, following the constitution, and just good governance. You see, a legitimate government is a stable one because the people themselves agree to be ruled by it. And last but definitely not least, we have sovereignty. Now, this is the big one, the top dog. Sovereignty is the ultimate supreme power a state has. It has two sides, right? Internally, it means the government is the highest power in the land. Nobody inside the country is above it. And externally, it means the state is completely independent. It doesn't take orders from any other country. So, when we talk about Nigeria's sovereignty, we're saying Nigeria governs itself, period. Okay, so that's the theory down. But let's be real. How does this stuff actually show up on your exam paper? Well, it's time to find out. Let's put what we've learned to the test and tackle a real past question from WAEC. Okay, have a look at this. This is from the 2018 WAEC paper. The question is, a political system in which government controls every aspect of citizens' life is, and your options are A, feudalism, B, monarchy, C, democracy, or D, totalitarianism. Think about that for a second. Which one screams absolute control? And the answer is D, totalitarianism. If you got that, fantastic work. You're absolutely right. So, why is that the right answer? Well, it's right there in the definition. Totalitarianism is all about the state having total control. The clue is in the name, total. It tries to control everything public and private. It's literally the complete opposite of a system like democracy, which is all about personal freedom. Awesome. You're really getting the hang of this now. But let's not stop here. The more we practice, the more confident you'll feel on exam day. So let's keep the momentum going and look at a couple of questions from JAMB and NECO. Okay, here's one from JAMB 2019. This one gets right to the core of our discussion. Power differs from authority because power lacks what? Is it A, sovereignty, B, ability, C, legitimacy, or D, politics? What's that missing piece, that magic ingredient? And the answer is C, legitimacy. Yep, this question is a perfect test of whether you understand that key difference. Let's quickly break that down again. Remember what we said. Power can just be raw force, like a bully in the schoolyard. But authority needs something extra. It needs people to accept that it's the right thing. And what do we call that acceptance? You got it, legitimacy. All right, let's do one more. This one's from NECO 2020. It asks for the primary function of government. Now, read this one carefully. All of the options are things governments do, right? Provide employment, maintain law and order, build roads, collect taxes. But which one is the most important? The one that everything else depends on? And the correct answer here is B, to maintain law and order. If you pick that one, you are on spot. Let's quickly talk about why. So why is law and order the primary function? Just think about it for a second. Could a government build roads or create jobs if there's chaos everywhere? Could it even collect taxes? No way. Maintaining law and order is the absolute foundation. Without it, none of the other stuff can happen. It has to come first. You guys are doing fantastic work. We've gone through the theory, we've practiced with real exam questions. Now let's wrap it all up with some key takeaways and some pro tips that will help you absolutely smash your government exam. Okay, I want you to burn this analogy into your brain because it's so powerful. Think of it this way. The state is the house. The government is just the family that's living in it right now, right? So the state, like Nigeria itself, is permanent. It's the house. But the government, that's the family, and families can change. Maybe after an election, the house stays, but the family inside changes. Trust me, dropping a point like that in an essay, that impresses examiners. All right, here's your exam strategy checklist. Tip number 1, define first. If you get an essay question, always start by defining the key terms. It immediately tells the examiner you know your stuff. 2, use the right keywords. Don't just say people's power. Say popular sovereignty. It sounds smarter and gets you more marks. 3, use Nigerian examples. Connect your points to our history or even the 1999 Constitution. It makes your answer so much stronger. And finally, number 4, don't mix up power and authority. Remember the bully versus the teacher. One is a legal force, the other is a legal right. Look, if you forget anything else, just remember this one simple equation. Power plus legitimacy equals authority. That's it. Raw force plus the people's acceptance gives you the right to rule. That's the heart of everything we've talked about today. Honestly, you've all done a great job today. By really getting these core ideas, you've built a super strong foundation. Now you're ready to handle pretty much any question they can throw at you. You're definitely on the path to that A1. So, if this was helpful for you, do me a favor. Hit that like button and share this with your classmates who are also studying. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next masterclass. For even more practice, and I'm talking thousands of questions, head over to examkp.com. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in the next one.